Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hubbard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Ball. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. Ball. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They find some open field here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it a 2nd down. A give. This is Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back to throw. Ball. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Ball. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Ball. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception, almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop him.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Throwing after the interception. Ball. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On second down, Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. Ball. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Ball. They'll get this out to Kamara. Oh, what a move. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ball. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Back to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So, Charles, when you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise, look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, He kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, Ball. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Ball. On the check down, he finds Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Back to throw. Ball. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ball. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hubbard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw from his end zone. Ball. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Ball. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Ball. He finds his man. Complete. That's McLeod. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Watkins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this